if the German report is correct that they have tried to get nuclear equipment that could be used for a military program, is that not a violation of at least the spirit of the JCPOA?
I'm not an expert on what the spirit is regarding a certain deal. I'd refer you to German authorities who wrote this report to speak to their conclusions. I think I've answered the question about our views on Iran meeting their obligations under the JCPOA, and I'm not going to begin to have a dialogue about the spirit of it and what that means.
I mean, surely it's not that difficult to understand that if you spent more than 2 years negotiating an agreement whose entire purpose was to prevent a state from obtaining a nuclear weapon, it's surely not that hard to say that if they're off buying dual use or trying to buy dual use technology, that might violate the spirit.
If that was the case, then it would violate the deal, wouldn't it? But as I said, we have no indication that they are violating the deal. And the deal's never been about trust. It's never been about spirit. It's never been about how we feel about Iran. It's been about them meeting their commitments, and they are meeting theirs, we are meeting ours. And there are multiple regimes in place to allow us to examine the degree to which they are meeting their commitments. And as long as they meet theirs, the international community will meet theirs. This is not about touchy-feely. This is about monitoring, it's about verifying, and it's about holding.
Going back to the fact that you said that the Germans are kind of looking at this from the whole 2015, not, when they actually kind of signed the agreement. So are you saying that like they might have tried before the deal was actually signed, or are you casting doubt on the whole report itself?
I think I've responded.
No, you didn't
Yes,
respond.
I did. I responded as far as I'm going to respond on this, and I would respectfully recommend you speak to German authorities about this report.
Well, no, I mean, of course we've spoken to them and we have the report. But you are kind of casting doubt on the report itself or on the timeline?
All I'm noting is, I'll say it again, that while it does mention nuclear dual-use technology, it covers all of 2015 and makes no distinction about whether the reported activities occurred prior to the JCPOA coming into effect. And for more detail about that, I would recommend that you speak to the report's authors.
So you're not casting doubt on the fact that they might have tried to obtain dual-use technology, just not since the deal was
I'm saying
signed.
that they are in compliance with their JCPOA commitments.
If the policy is indeed distrust and verify, and you have a report that casts question, why aren't you then ascertaining as hard as possible to find out exactly when these alleged infractions took place, before or after the deal?
The Germans can speak to this report.
Yeah, but
No, Brad, wait a second. The Germans can speak to this report. We have ways of monitoring their compliance with the JCPOA, and those measures are in place, and every indication we have since the deal was implemented is that they're meeting their obligations. And the IAEA, which, by the way, in terms of the deal, is responsible for doing that compliance verification, has said the same thing in numerous reports. That's what matters. What matters is once the deal got implemented, are they complying? And every indication that we have right now is that they are.